Welcome back to the channel, boys. It is a hot day in Michigan today. So we finally got our fourth wheel in for the sandrail. That last wheel took like months on end to get here. I think we ordered the set maybe 5 months ago now, maybe more like 4. Anyways, all the wheels are in, so it's time to get tires. Back when I had my Focus, I got tires at Walmart, which actually sounds kind of weird, but they sell tires for super cheap. I got these like off-brand Douglas brand. I was honestly kind of blown away at like how cheap it was. I got 4 brand new tires, mounted, balanced, installed, everything for $250, which is like really good. To put that into context, I spent $1,600 on that on the Vet. So I could have either bought tires for the Vet or bought tires for the Focus at Walmart 6.5 times. Anyways, I'm hoping to do something similar for the sandrail. All I'm looking for is a basic all-terrain tire, something I can drive on the dirt, drive on the street, pretty much a little bit of everything. This is also a tire that I want to have on while we're tuning the car and kind of just getting things going. So it doesn't need to be fancy. I'm gonna buy new sand tires anyways when we take this on the dunes, but there's just no point in spending a bunch of extra money if I don't need to. So off to Walmart. I never got a chance to actually show you guys these things, so here they are. So I saw these on J-Bugs, that's where I bought them for, and they saw a lot of like Porsche, Volkswagen Bugs, sandrail, that kind of stuff. And the white kind of stuck out to me. I like it. It's got this blue and red line here, so it's like a little red, white, and blue thing, but that's not the whole kind of overall theme. I like the white. I think it sticks out very nicely. In the back here, we went with 10-inch diameter, and in the front, we got a 7-inch diameter. So it's kind of like a slicks and skinnies style setup. Not that extreme, but it's like that kind of style. And for the bolt pattern, this is 5x205. Basically what that means is that this portion right here is much larger, and it fits with our brakes, so we wanted to go bigger, and it also looks nicer, and just works with our setup. So hopefully those back meats are gonna be looking nice and thick on the rear end. But we're here at Walmart, so I'm gonna go pick out some tires. So we got our tires. They didn't have the exact size that we wanted in stock. Obviously, that makes a lot of sense. You know, they're probably not gonna have some off size like we needed. In the front, we got 195 by 65 by 15, and in the rear, we got 255s by 65s by 15s. So these boys are gonna be pretty thick. Hopefully they'll be able to hold on to all that power we're throwing down. We're gonna fast forward a couple days till these tires get here. So it's been about a week, and I have all the tires and everything back here. We'll take them out and we'll look at them. But for now, we are taking the best car in the world, the PT Cruiser, to the shop to put these on. Once we get there, I'll explain what we did. We got a couple small updates right here. We put this bottom plate on. This is gonna kind of protect the oil pan, just so that stuff doesn't bang in there and poke through here or just ruin our motor. Also right here, we got this welded. That's part of our steering column, so that's just gonna adapt to our steering wheel there. So these are the tires that we got. Let me show you guys how cool these are. Now, originally, I was just gonna go for the cheapest thing that I could find. And I mean, these are still very inexpensive. I got a really good deal, I'll explain that. But it was kind of weird with sizing. With these wheels, I couldn't just say like, hey, I have this car, tell me what tires will fit. I had to kind of find the custom size and use just charts online in order to find the right tire. Originally, I ordered some tires based on a sizing chart that I saw online, but then the guy was like, hey, these aren't gonna fit. So then the person at the tire shop, I went to Walmart, they basically just said, hey, listen, like, we'll help you out, we'll find something for you. And I got a really good deal because of it. We ended up getting these Goodyear tires all around, which is really nice that it's like the same tire. In the front, these Goodyear all seasons are actually discontinued. So I was able to get them, they're normally like 70 to 100 bucks each. I was able to get them for like $30 each because they were discontinued. They don't make them anymore. And the guy was like, hey, we just have these laying around the shop. We need to get rid of them. And I was like, amazing, I need them. And then these Goodyear Wrangler ones in the back, these are pretty sweet as well. Technically the sizing on these is 10.5, and then the fronts are 215, but 10.5, that's equivalent to like 270-ish. So a pretty wide stance in the back. Honestly, still pretty wide in the front, considering that like the normal size is under 200 for this, I believe. But I kind of wanted something that was gonna give us like off-road capabilities, but also like be usable on the road. These are the all seasons, and I believe these are all terrain. Yes, AT. But for tires, mounting, balancing, stems, all that stuff, I got away for about 500 bucks, which is pretty solid considering the Vet was like 1,600. But let's get these on the cart. This is looking pretty good. It's only the first one. I can imagine how good those back ones are gonna look. Those are what I'm really excited for. But just look at that. The white wheels, that was a good call. White and black looks good. All right, that's how she looks from the front. It looks pretty wide. These look big. I can't even imagine. These are gonna look great. Okay, okay. All right, let's get a little side angle here. She's coming together, boys. So here they are on the back. This thing is like, it looks a little weird because it's up now, so they're hanging low, but I'm just gonna give you guys a little walk around. They're deep dish, so they look really cool. I like deep dish. So this is gonna be it, guys. This is the cart. Dang. I'm getting pretty excited, guys. These things are massive, massive, massive in the back. Jeez, I might have to like put something up here so that I don't get like mud flinging inside this thing. Looks like it's gonna clear all right too. Oh, let's hope that's not an issue. We're gonna lower this thing now. So it's gonna squat and it's gonna sit just how we're gonna ride it. So here it is. Here's the full walk around. White wheels in the front, in the back. Those back ones I'm gonna show you actually from the back. It looks really cool here. If you look over, look at how massive this back tire is compared to that front one. Now you can kind of see that it's at a weird angle. Now I think that is normal. Couple reasons. Whenever your car's been on jack stands for like a long time, the suspension just needs time to adjust. So I'm gonna suspect it's gonna lower itself within like, I don't know, a couple days. The only real suspension we have is this right here in the back. There's suspension in the front, but it's that thing in the back. This is also probably built to be a lot stiffer because you're taking it off-road and on jumps and things. You don't want something that's so soft that it just bounces all up and down. But it seems pretty okay, guys. For the first time since we bought it, this thing is standing on its own 4 feet without any jacks. Please enjoy this montage of me torquing everything to spec. So if you guys remember the last video that I filmed on the sandrail, in that video I said that we were gonna have 2 more videos on the build. The wheels and tires, and then the startup. I'm gonna show you guys what's left until we make that startup video. Also, there's a McLaren here. So I'm going to start off with some of the things that actually make it start up, and then I'm gonna get into the little things that still also need to be done. Now, starting up, charge piping. I have a couple ideas, but we basically need to make some charge piping somehow, run that through the turbo. I don't know 100% how blow-off valves work, and I mean, I know like what they do, but I don't know what kind we might need, if we even really need one, or what's the best option there. So that's something I gotta look at. We need to do an exhaust for the turbo. A few small things I need to button up, like for example, I need to figure out how to get this thing on, because there's an issue. Couple holes in the block that I need to plug up. I need to find a belt that fits this, because this was giving me a lot of issues. Fill up the motor, fill up the coolant, all that kind of stuff. Double check the wiring. I think that there might be 1 or 2 loose wires, so I gotta figure that out. In order to actually make this thing like drivable, I need to run the brake lines, put the seats in, do the steering column, fix this whole thing right here. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's gonna be like a few small things here and there else that I probably forgot or didn't mention. But for the most part, guys, it's really coming to an end. I also gotta get some caps here, I forgot that. These wheels, that's kind of why they wobble right now, is because that's not pushed all the way in, and that bearing's not in there because there's like a cap that's supposed to go on the end that I don't have. Same thing for the backside. But really, for the most part, guys, after about 1.5 years of this thing, I bought this thing last year, July, so about year in a couple months. Yeah, it took a while, but we're building a car custom from scratch. Like, yeah, it's gonna take a while. But I really wanna try my best to finish up this project because 1, I'll stop spending money on it if I finish it up. That would be wonderful. And 2, I can get started on the next project. The next project is going to be the Corvette. I'm not quite ready on parts there yet, but I will unveil all of that hopefully in the coming months. Build's coming to a close, guys. Hope you all have a great and amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.